So here I can finally finish the video of what if Deku had the powers of Venom. I uploaded the other one since I didn't know how long it would take and I didn't want to just kind of not be able to upload tonight. Since I am able to, I'm going to continue right now. In the 2.5 video that only lasted 12 minutes, I ended it with Deku and Kirishima bonding. So Kirishima has all of the power of the previous being that were bonded with Deku at the max of their power. Um, Bakugo and Ida are going straight through the building to go stop them because only one of them would be impossible. They might have a chance like this. And so yeah, I'm taking it back there. So um Black Riot, since I want to give name to every mix that are made. So like alone it's Parasite and Red Riot, but together they basically make a being completely black with green in them that can harden and use all of the quirk of the previous users. So Black Riot or something like that. Obsidian, since obsidian is one of the strongest rock on earth. Well, natural forming rock, I mean. Even though I think it's mostly classed as a type of glass or something like that. But basically, it's just extremely hard to break. In its pure, in its pure state, it's pretty hard to break. Well, I haven't decided yet, but for now I'm just going to call it Black Riot. But yeah, so Black Riot is basically running through the halls at this as fast as he can, and Bakugo and Ida basically only got time to get to the second floor, just in front of the stairs, before Black Riot basically arrived in front of them, and um, basically the first thing that Bakugo decides to do is to send an explosion at him. The explosion wasn't actually to hit them. It was actually to break the stairs, to hopefully make them unable to go up, since they cannot stick to wall. He doesn't have the powers of Spider-Man, because just like I said in the last video, a guy named God of Flames made a comment that he took down like an hour afterward. I don't remember when it was, but basically the guy was saying, well, he should be crazy if he has the powers of Venom. He should be able to throw spider webs and also stick to walls. Why didn't you give him that powers and blah blah blah? And it was really annoying. I basically explained to him that first, Deku has the power that Venom normally has, well, the species symbiote has, without actually being having bonded with anyone yet. So the um DNA copying, um, super strength, super speed once fused with a host, um, body augmentation once again when it's fused with a host, increased healing, which in multiple comics they show pretty well. In some others they just don't show it at all, which kind of annoys me, but still. Um, and yeah, he's not crazy because he didn't mix with Deadpool, which is the reason the symbiote Venom is crazy. Because first he fused with Deadpool, who just being in his head would make anyone crazy, and afterward he mixed with Spider-Man for a good amount of time, and Venom basically took it as the perfect host and became even more crazy afterward because of that. So Deku isn't crazy, he doesn't have spider powers, he doesn't have the spider sense, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. I explained every power that he did have. Those are his powers. The power that he got in this series. So if you're listening, God of Flames, did you did you learn now what it was, or do you want, or are you going to place another comment and try again to just act dumb or something like that? The powers he has are those that I explained in the what if. And now I'm really sorry for everyone else. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this in it since I can edit videos. I just have a hard time with that. But yeah, so like I was saying before going on a rant because I was angry. Sorry about that. Yeah, so he basically blew the stairs off and basically just started making a barrage of explosion to basically make it so that they can just jump up there. They basically get pushed back, which Black Riot decided to just think, well, if I can't go there, just points his hand towards the ceiling and blast. But basically, what he did was every explosion that Bakugo was sending. You know the quirk of Fat Gum? Yeah, he was kind of absorbing the hits. He then used all of that energy, and instead of needing to throw it as a punch, he can just place it. Basically, he can kind of use it like One for All and boost his body. That's why he's able to throw a punch super strong. It's thanks to that, because we know that if it's too much power, it actually breaks him. Just like One for All. So, yeah, basically, he just kind of put all of that energy in the explosions and kind of blew off well, literally, he blew off a piece of this ground of the second, um, the second story and the third story. Sorry, my brain just kind of froze there. And basically just kind of jumped without the explosions of Bakugo making wind to make it impossible well, making an impulsion that made them impossible to jump up. They basically just jumped up to the bomb, passed through the walls to look for it, found the bomb, and yeah, they got it. So after that, the only difference is for Mina, which I think she had won. In this one, she won more easily, thanks to One for All. And I don't remember who Kirishima was. Well, with who Kirishima was in that. I think he won anyway. I'm going to say that stays the same. So after that happened, um, you pass a while. Basically, the next day, let's say All Might told him to do the same thing, and he was healed fully, so he doesn't have his injury anymore. So, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, after the third day of school, basically, um, All Might is fully healed. He doesn't have his time limit anymore, and he has more power than what he had in the anime in that moment. Um, Izuku also started feeling a bit more strength in him, but he didn't know where it came from. Which, no, it's not because he absorbed One for All or a part of One for All. It's actually because he asked All Might to buff himself up while they were bonded together to see the max, well, the full strength that they would have together. They didn't throw a punch, which I would say is good because their compatibility is around a 50%, which isn't that good, but isn't that bad. The way I'm going to place it is actually that the more percentage you have, the better you are. I already said that, but no matter what happened, basically, the strength of the person that is bonded with Deku is augmented by 10, and then you add everything else that Deku had with him, plus the strength that he got himself. That would be just a 0% if both of them actually accept to do it. Um, if, well, after that, every 10% more actually helps him keep control, well, them keep control, and makes it harder for something to actually bond unbond them. So like Bakugo and Deku would be pretty hard to separate, since 70% is really good. At 100%, the only way for them to um, separate would be if both of them actually decide to. Well, if one of them decide that, okay, yeah, we get off, that would be the only way actually. Like, nobody would be able to separate them forcefully. So, the power boost you get depending on the amount that you have of compatibility with Deku. Well, basically, with every 10%, I'm adding another, well, a 1 to the multiplier, so 0 is 10 times your normal strength, then you had everything. If you have from 0, well, from 1 to 9, you basically get 10, 10.1 times, 10.2 times, and basically continuing like that. So someone with a 100% would get 20 times his normal body boost. So yeah, All Might with a 50 basically gets 15%, 15 times his normal strength, which is humongous. Then you add everything else that Deku has. Plus the every 10% also add, well, multiplies basically from 0 to 9. Basically, the power that he adds to you is not really boosted. Like, yes, it's boosted a bit, but it's like, oh yeah, 1.1 time, 1.2 times, basically. So 10% compatibility. Um, Everything that Deku has is basically the string that he adds to you is boosted by 2. Quirk's powers are a bit different. They do get boosted, but kind of in a different way, so I can't really place it in the same way. That's more dependable depending on the host precisely, so I can't really say it the same way, but yeah, basically, if Deku bonds with someone that has 100%, the host get 20 times stronger, and Deku gets 11 times stronger for the power he adds to the host, which becomes humongous. If All Might would have had that, that would be horrifying. But yeah, he doesn't. So, yeah, it's still horrifying, but not to that point. So, um, Deku fixes All Might completely. He has no problem anymore. Um, for I don't remember how long it took, but basically I'm saying that everything else happens the exact same up until TSJ. So yeah, Ida's class president, blah blah blah. So when they're on the bus to go to the USJ, they start asking about the quirks of people. And then they ask Mina and says that one half of her quirk is extremely like All Might, which she basically kind of just laughs a bit at this, saying, "You really think so?" Which Deku then just kind of chimes in, "Yeah, well, my quirk's a bit like him if you look at a certain aspect of it. When I bond with someone, we increase this. I can increase their strength, and if we have enough strength, I can send air blast just like him and her. So it's not really surprising. Hell, I know someone who has an air blast quirk. He basically has those types of hole on his hand, and he can send a massive amount of air pressure coming from them. Basically, right now, he's not really lying. Let's just say, um, well, no. Let's just say there's a hero that basically has that, and he basically refers to him, which everyone kind of chimes in. Well, everyone kind of reacts like, yeah, he's right. But still, it's impressive that her quirk is like him, just a lot less powerful, since she cannot use 100% for now. So, after that, they basically look at Deku and ask him, so, what are everything that you can do? Since you do have a lot of power in you, how many quirks did you get from bonding with people? Which he then started counting. Bakugo, the guy with the heat and cold resistance. Um, Two other guys that I don't remember what they had. Fat Gum, the other hero that was strong. He doesn't say All Might, and anyway, he doesn't even know why, but he doesn't even seem to get his quirk, which he did get something from him. Problem is that it's not one for all, it's actually the other thing. Since pretty sure you've heard rumors about this, but how did All Might how is All Might able to grow muscle? And he's the only user of One for All to be able to do that. Just like multiple other people, his quirk might have activated there, and basically it's because it needs a specific thing to actually activate, and that's why he basically got that, but he isn't able to use it because he doesn't know how and he doesn't even know he has it. So, um, they arrive at the USJ, and he will bond with someone new here as well. Actually, I was supposed to stop before the USJ. Well, right after the um them talking about quirks and in the school bus. But because of what happened, I'm basically going to continue for a small amount of time. Or you know what? No. It's supposed to be together in one part, so I'm going to end it here. Sorry if they aren't long, but yeah, kind of a problematic. So yeah, hope you liked it. Natsu out. Also leave names in the comment section for names that you would like to give to the fusion. I think I'm going to keep Black Riot for Deku and Kirishima. Also, I already know with who. Well, in this one, I'm going to make a ship, and I already know who it will be. So yeah, hope you liked it. Natsu out.